Howdy Western fans, and welcome back to the Slow Dusk channel. Today we're going to be diving into the legendary career of a man who redefined the Western hero, Clint Eastwood. From his early days as a television cowboy to his iconic status as the man with no name, and later as an Academy Award-winning director, Eastwood's impact on the Western genre is immeasurable. He brought a new kind of anti-hero to the screen, stoic, mysterious, and often morally ambiguous, yet undeniably compelling. In this video, we're counting down his 7 greatest performances in Western cinema. These are the roles where his unique blend of intensity, quiet charisma, and raw grit truly shone, shaping the genre for generations. We'll explore what made each portrayal stand out, and why they continue to resonate with audiences all these years later. So strap yourselves in and join us as we dive into some of Clint Eastwood's most unforgettable Western roles. In 7th place, we have Clint Eastwood's portrayal of Hogan in the 1970 film, 2 Mules for Sister Sara. This film sees Eastwood team up with the formidable Shirley MacLaine, playing a mercenary who rescues a nun, Sister Sara, from a group of French soldiers. What follows is an unlikely partnership as they embark on a mission to help Mexican revolutionaries. Hogan is a classic Eastwood character, a man of few words, quick with a gun, and driven by his own sense of justice or perhaps opportunity. However, his dynamic with Sister Sara adds a layer of humor and unexpected tenderness to his usual tough guy persona. He's constantly exasperated by her strong will and unconventional methods, leading to some genuinely amusing exchanges. Eastwood's performance here is a masterclass in understated comedy. His reactions to Sister Sara's antics, often conveyed through a raised eyebrow or a subtle smirk, speak volumes. He maintains his cool, detached demeanor, but there's a visible shift in his character as he grudgingly begins to respect and even care for his unusual companion. The film itself is a blend of action, adventure, and lighthearted banter, and Eastwood navigates these tones with ease. He's convincing in the action sequences, displaying the same proficiency with a revolver that made him famous. But he also allows for moments of vulnerability and human connection that make Hogan more than just another man with no name. 2 Mules for Sister Sara might not be as gritty or groundbreaking as his spaghetti westerns, but it offers a delightful showcase of Eastwood's versatility and his ability to play off a strong co-star, proving he could bring depth and charm to a more conventional Western narrative. In 6th place, we have Clint Eastwood's breakthrough role as Rowdy Yates in the long-running television series Rawhide, which aired from 1959 to 1965. While not a feature film, Rawhide was where Eastwood first honed his Western persona and gained national recognition. As Rowdy Yates, a young, eager, and sometimes naive trailhand, Eastwood was part of a cattle drive crew led by Eric Fleming's Gil Favor. This role allowed Eastwood to develop the stoic, observant demeanor that would become his trademark. Even in his early career, he possessed a magnetic screen presence that drew viewers in. Rowdy Yates was often the moral compass of the group, grappling with the challenges of the trail and the harsh realities of the Old West. Over the course of the series, Eastwood's character matured, gaining experience and confidence. You can see the evolution of his acting style as he gradually shed some of the more conventional cowboy tropes and began to infuse his performances with the quiet intensity that would define his later work. Rawhide was instrumental in establishing Eastwood as a Western actor. It gave him the platform to experiment with his craft and to understand the nuances of portraying a character in a serialized format. The show's success and Eastwood's growing popularity laid the groundwork for his eventual leap to the big screen and his collaboration with Sergio Leone. For many, Rowdy Yates was their first introduction to Clint Eastwood, and it's a performance that, while different from his later iconic roles, is crucial to understanding his journey to becoming a Western legend. In 5th place, we have Clint Eastwood's enigmatic portrayal of the preacher in his 1985 directorial effort, Pale Rider. This film is a spiritual successor to Shane, with Eastwood playing a mysterious, nameless stranger who rides into a gold mining camp plagued by a ruthless corporate baron and his enforcers. The preacher, dressed in black and possessing an almost supernatural aura, becomes the protector of the downtrodden prospectors. Eastwood's performance as the preacher is a masterclass in quiet power. He speaks sparingly, his eyes conveying a world of experience and a hint of something otherworldly. His actions are precise and deadly, yet he carries himself with a calm, almost serene demeanor. The film plays with the idea of whether the preacher is a literal ghost or simply a man who embodies the spirit of vengeance. Eastwood leans into this ambiguity, never fully revealing his character's true nature, which only adds to his mystique. His interactions with the young Megan Wheeler, who sees him as a figure of hope and salvation, are particularly poignant, showing a softer side to his otherwise hardened exterior. Pale Rider is a beautifully shot film, and Eastwood's direction perfectly complements his performance. He uses the vast, unforgiving landscapes to emphasize the isolation and desperation of the miners, making the preacher's arrival all the more impactful. The film is a powerful meditation on justice, retribution, and the enduring allure of the lone Western hero. This role allowed Eastwood to revisit and refine the archetypal stranger he perfected in the spaghetti westerns, imbuing him with a moral weight and a sense of purpose that made him one of his most memorable Western characters. In fourth place, we have Clint Eastwood's compelling performance as Joseph Wales in his 1976 directorial and starring vehicle, The Outlaw Josie Wales. Set in the aftermath of the American Civil War, the film follows Josie Wales, a Missouri farmer whose family is murdered by Union Redlegs. Driven by vengeance, Wales becomes an outlaw, relentlessly pursued by those who wronged him, while slowly gathering a new, unconventional family around him. Eastwood's portrayal of Josie Wales is a complex study of a man consumed by grief and revenge, yet capable of profound loyalty and compassion. He's a skilled fighter, but his violence is born out of necessity and a deep-seated trauma. There's a weariness in his eyes, a reflection of the heavy burden he carries, but also an unwavering determination. What makes this performance so powerful is the subtle evolution of Wales's character. Initially a solitary figure, he gradually forms bonds with the diverse group of outcasts who join him. Eastwood conveys Wales's growing acceptance of this makeshift family through small gestures and quiet moments of connection. Eastwood's direction in The Outlaw Josie Wales is as impressive as his acting. He crafts a sprawling, epic western that explores themes of survival, community, and the search for peace in a brutal world. The film is both a thrilling adventure and a poignant character study, with Eastwood at its emotional core. This role allowed Eastwood to move beyond the minimalist anti-hero of his earlier work and create a character with a rich inner life and a compelling emotional journey. Josie Wales is a testament to Eastwood's growth as both an actor and a filmmaker, solidifying his place as a true master of the Western genre. In third place, we have Clint Eastwood's Academy Award-winning performance as William Money in his 1992 masterpiece, Unforgiven. Unforgiven is a deconstruction of the Western myth, with Eastwood playing an aging, reformed outlaw and pig farmer who reluctantly takes on one last bounty. Money is a man haunted by his violent past, struggling to maintain the peace he's found for his children. Eastwood's portrayal of Money is raw, vulnerable, and deeply human. He strips away the glamour of the Western hero, revealing the brutal reality and moral cost of violence. Money is not the cool, unflappable gunslinger of his youth. He's a man racked with guilt, plagued by illness, and struggling with his own demons. The film's climax, where Money reverts to his old, terrifying self, is one of the most powerful scenes in Western cinema. Eastwood's transformation from a frail, hesitant figure to a cold, calculating killer is chillingly effective. He embodies the idea that violence, once unleashed, can never truly be contained, and that the legends of the West are built on a foundation of blood and suffering. Unforgiven earned Eastwood Oscars for Best Picture and Best Director, and his performance as Money is widely considered one of his finest. It's a role that allowed him to reflect on his own legacy within the genre, offering a poignant and unflinching look at the consequences of the very archetypes he helped create. This performance is a testament to Eastwood's courage as an actor, willing to portray a character who is far from heroic, and in doing so, he delivered a profound and unforgettable statement on the nature of violence and redemption in the American West. In second place, we have Clint Eastwood's iconic portrayal of Blondie, also known as The Man with No Name, in Sergio Leone's 1966 epic The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. This film is the culmination of Leone's Dollars trilogy, with Eastwood's character, the enigmatic Blondie, forming an uneasy alliance with two other desperados, the ruthless Angel Eyes, Lee Van Cleef, and the boisterous Tuco, Eli Wallach, all in pursuit of buried Confederate gold during the American Civil War. Eastwood's performance here is the epitome of the spaghetti western anti-hero. He speaks very little, relying instead on his piercing blue eyes, his signature squint, and his subtle facial expressions to convey a complex inner world. Blondie is a pragmatist, driven by self-interest, yet he possesses a strange moral code that sets him apart from the outright villains. The famous standoff in the cemetery, the ultimate three-way duel, is a masterclass in tension and visual storytelling. The good, the bad, and the ugly cemented Eastwood's international stardom and established him as a global icon. His portrayal of Blondie became the definitive image of the Western anti-hero, influencing countless films and characters that followed. The film's operatic scope, Ennio Morricone's unforgettable score, and Leone's masterful direction all converge around Eastwood's compelling presence. This performance is not just a highlight of Eastwood's career, it's a landmark in cinematic history, showcasing a revolutionary approach to the Western hero that remains influential to this day. And finally, at number 1, we have the performance that started it all and launched a global phenomenon: Clint Eastwood as the man with no name in Sergio Leone's 1964 groundbreaking film, A Fistful of Dollars. This film introduced the world to a new kind of Western hero, a mysterious poncho-clad stranger who rides into the divided town of San Miguel and manipulates two warring factions for his own gain. It was a radical departure from the clean-cut heroes of traditional American Westerns. Eastwood's portrayal is a revelation. He is lean, dangerous, and utterly captivating. His character is a man of action, not words, and Eastwood conveys so much through his physicality and his piercing gaze. What makes this performance so revolutionary is its minimalism. Eastwood's character has no name, no clear backstory, and no overt moralizing. He operates in a morally ambiguous world, driven by a cynical pragmatism that was fresh and exciting for audiences. Yet, beneath the hardened exterior, there's a flicker of humanity, a subtle hint of a moral compass that guides his actions, even if those actions are violent. A Fistful of Dollars was a game-changer for the Western genre, breathing new life into it with its gritty realism, stylish violence, and Morricone's innovative score. Eastwood's performance was the linchpin, creating an anti-hero who was both terrifying and strangely admirable. This role not only made Clint Eastwood a star, but also set the template for his entire career. It's the performance that defined his screen persona and established him as one of the most influential figures in Western cinema. Without this singular, powerful portrayal, the landscape of the Western would look very different today. And there you have it, Clint Eastwood's greatest 7 performances in Western cinema. From his early days as Rowdy Yates to the iconic Man with No Name, and his profound Oscar-winning turn as William Money, Eastwood's impact on the genre is undeniable. He brought a new level of complexity, grit, and moral ambiguity to characters who were once simply good or evil. His stoic demeanor, his piercing gaze, and his ability to convey so much with so little dialogue created an enduring archetype that continues to fascinate audiences. Eastwood's Westerns are more than just films. They are cultural touchstones that reflect changing attitudes towards heroism, justice, and the American frontier. His performances are a testament to his incredible range and his unwavering commitment to his craft. Which Clint Eastwood Western performance is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into the heart of Western cinema. Until next time, this is Slow Dusk, signing off.